Why don't we do AMCX? We haven't done it. We haven't looked at it in a long time.
Go ahead, Paul. Let's look that up.
So AMCX, they're another streaming business. I like them at like $20 a share. I'm not saying I don't like them now. Their big thing is like The Walking Dead, Breaking Bad. They were Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
You know, so they're making good shows. They made a lot of very hit shows, and their free cash flow was wonderful. So let's just start this. I mean, by the way, their revenue and their price of sales is just one.
Yeah, so this is AMC Networks. Paul, you know I bought $5,000 of this on July 1st. I bought it around $23. It's currently $52, and we will look at our 8-pillar analysis of AMC Networks. What is the market cap for this puppy?
$2.8 billion with a PE of 20.6.
We're in. I'm calling it. We're in. That's a good one.
That's an X there, but that's okay.
Oh, that's an X,
Profit
sorry.
margin, only 4.85%, another X. So guys, off the dribble, we have two X's.
Uh-oh.
Off the dribble, I still like this company, and you'll see why.
Pillar number 3 is profit
By the way,
growth.
zero dividend.
Pillar number 3 is revenue growth over the past 5 years. Go ahead, Paul.
Let's see that revenue growth. Barely any revenue growth. 2.71, 2.82. That's a check. They went as high as 3.05 and then dipped. So we don't have their fourth quarter numbers yet. Profit growth over the last.
Yeah,
now this is bad, but look at this.
Pillar number 4.
346 to 137. That's an X.
Uh-oh.
But that's why I'm not worried about the PE, right? Because it had 346, 340, 520, 460, big drop. So this is an abnormal drop. I mean, they're talking about going back 8 years before you see their profit being that low. So I'm not worried about that PE at all right now.
So if you have some info out there that we're missing, Paul, I'm really curious why when the lockdown occurred and everyone just sat around and watched TV, Mo, am I missing something?
Why did their revenue fall?
Why did their revenue fall so drastically?
That's part of the research process. Because I would have thought the same thing. Like, oh, they're a streaming business. They should have done better. But they had some big, like, go ahead,
And
Mo.
this is what kind of why it caught our eye back then when everything was, we were staying home and we were thinking maybe this should be going up in price and it wasn't. So let's see what's going on with it.
I mean, it's well outperformed them. I'm not trying to sit there and say pat ourselves in the back, but this is a stock that I was really into.
Yeah.
And I was like, what am I missing here? Because I just love it. And then now it's tripled. So either way, shares outstanding.
Pillar number 5, Paul, go ahead.
About 72 million down to 57 million or so. I don't know, 54 million. So check mark there.
Check mark for shares outstanding. Pillar number 6 is current assets over current liabilities.
Current assets, 2 billion. Current liabilities, 835 million. Check mark there.
Check mark for pillar number 6. Pillar number 7 is free cash flow growth. And I will have to do the math, Paul. This will be upsetting.
And this is also why I'm not worried about it. In the last year, they did 670 million in free cash flow, even though their profit was only 136. So clearly there was some sort of write-off or something in that net income that's distracting you from the actual money that came in. And their free cash flow 5 years ago was 432 million. That's a check mark there. 432, 670, 265, 505, 437.
37. The average free cash flow over the past 5 years is 460 million, Paul, right? 460 million?
Times 20, 9.2 billion. It's currently at 2.8 billion. That's a check mark. Guys, it's currently selling for just
Lord.
the average. Oh, it's only selling for 5 times the last 5 years free cash flow.
Now, let's slow this down. If you're new to the channel, I see a lot of the new...
No, 6 times.
I see a lot of new names in the comments. So this does not happen very often in value investing. What I write, Paul, we look at hundreds of companies and we get criticized because our metrics are too stern and maybe too difficult to meet for companies. But show what just happened with AMCX.
The company's currently worth 2.8 billion on the market. The market cap's 2.8 billion.
So if you wanted to buy the company...
You have to buy all the shares outstanding, cost you 2.8. Free cash flow in the last 12 months is 670 million. So right now it's selling for about 4 times the free cash flow. Guys, anytime it's single digits, I'm excited. In the last 5 years, the average was 460 million, which 2.8 times 2.8 billion divided by 460 million is roughly 6 times free cash flow. Yeah, guys. Again, if you believe in AMC, you believe they're going to still have these streaming rights for a long time, you think they're going to still make good content, I love the company. I think everything about the company is wonderful. It's just about, do you believe in the company long term? This is part of the 8 pillars. Remember, we had X's for the first 2. Don't care because reading the more financials told me the exact story behind it.
Let's head over to Trader Momentum, Dr. Momentum on AMCX.
This is something I'm going to go and look for puts on after we finish the show. So I'm zoomed out right now to 18 months. So we have our high here, our low here, and we have broken through that 50% area with all this overhang. So this is very promising right now. Let me zoom in and show you guys. We have moved, we've done a sweet spot reversal. We have our first green candlestick today. So that means that buying is coming in here. If it's me, I'm waiting for one nice green engulfing candlestick day and I'm buying this stock. So I think this is like the first stock in a very long time that I've said, if you get a good green engulfing candlestick, you can actually go and buy it. So this is something that, I mean, this is looking great from a value side and a trading side. So we finally found one.
Thanks so much for watching the video. We hope you were intrigued. If this style of investing speaks to you, click the link below to join our Patreon. As a patron, you get access to a wonderful community of like-minded investors where you can chat, connect, ask questions, and share ideas with badasses like you all over the world. The best part is you get the amazing Everything Money software. This is revolutionary, unlike any YouTube page. You can track your investments, look at stocks, and quickly run our 8-pillar analysis on any company you like. The top tier patrons get direct access to Paul and Trader Mo. You'll see their daily trades, their updated portfolios, and every options contract they write on a daily basis. We provide Patreon exclusive videos just for you, including live streams and exclusive content from our team. Our bottom patron tiers fill fast, so join today. But hey, if you don't believe me, look at all of our patrons' amazing success stories. In comparison to other financial platforms, our software is by far the best value. This is your chance to get serious about investing. If you're finally ready to level up your investing game, join our Patreon and let's start kicking ass together.